Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So the Central Michigan Chippewas will have some work to do after that short return. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with...
And the sack all the way back at the...
A little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on second down from the 5. At the 15, he's loose.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
Dropping back, it's Nielsen. Back open in the middle. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. And the Chippewas come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
The Chippewas racing to the line in the hurry-up. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. All kinds of running room. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Trying play action. It's complete to the left. At the 45 on his way. Can anyone catch him? And they'll do more than move on the field before he's finally stopped. Running the red zone, it's Browning.
Keep pounding away, then play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Got the back over the middle. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Chippewas come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Chippewas. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wide out in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Snags it down the right side. Touchdown!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Back to throw, it's Nielsen. Finds the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
The Chippewas in the hurry-up.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
In football, you want to make that decision quick, and I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Pressure coming. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They're trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys. The ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And that pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. The 40, the 30. He's at the 10. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They'll try to add another to their lead. And this one's off the left upright. Just a little bit of adventure, but it's good. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to...
He's loose. At the 30. Strikes the blow. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board.
And he intercepts it. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. He's looking to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Working that left side. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Inside the 35. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. He caught it. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, too. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today.
And the Chippewas will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. They get him out of bounds at the 46, and he sets him up with terrific field position on that return. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. On the option. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He wants to take the top off. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He goes out of bounds, but he opportunity for his offense.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Chippewas are in the hurry-up. Here's the handoff. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Chippewas will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback extends the play. He's going to run it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. To my athlete versus yours, the defense won that battle.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Between the uprights, it's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Oklahoma is down right now, and that's unusual for this program. Those fans in Norman expect excellence. Let's see if they can provide the spark this team needs. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Missouri. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they...
Looking for a deep man. And he's got it inside the 10. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Nielsen. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll pull it on the read. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. Quickly complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Looking for more room. The 30. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep.
Picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Central Michigan. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown! This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They'll run the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense on that play, sniffing out the screen pass. They had their eye on the ball. They're able to rally to the running back, gain of no yards.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Nielsen. He's got the back in the middle. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Caught close to the marker. It's Browning. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Chippewas are moving quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going up top. Off for the fourth time today. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Man, what a career with that carry. He's now over 4,000 yards.
And he's made this coaching staff look really smart, David, throughout his career, hasn't he? Defenses week in, week out, they load the box. They try to stop this guy. They're never able to get it done. 4,000 is a ton.
That's crazy, and I like what you said, week in, week out. You know what else you got to have? You got to have some durability, and he's been tough in the lineup almost every single week. You hand him the football, you get the production. That's how you get the 4,000 yards rushing.
He's racked up 92 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. It's complete on the right side. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. One more play to pad the stats. He's going to pass. He'll heave it deep. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running.
East Hartford, Connecticut, home to the UConn Huskies, where basketball has a championship pedigree and there's plenty of enthusiasm for football as well. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the back, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UConn Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often. And he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes. So it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
After that last completion, it's second down. He'll ride his man on the option. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking for room. It's Lane. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down. Play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Starting to feel a little pressure. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Huskies headed quickly to the line.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
On second down, he'll fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Robbins. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Griffin. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. tackle is made at the 48. It's to pick up a 5 and enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Bulldozes him. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Here comes the offense on 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He's got him along the sidelines, and the foot is clearly down for the catch, and they'll move the chains. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest. And
they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Leaves it with the back. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. They'll keep it on the ground. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Off the play fake on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
Got his man quickly. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. On the move. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the 1st. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. Tempo and overdrive.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the 1st down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that 1st down.
The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got
middle against this defense. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They weren't able to move them an inch on second down. Now it's third and goal. Trying to slam in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic.
That not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
After the first down completion, it's second and short. He's looking to throw. Keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. Looking to throw for it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic with his feet. Short pass to the tight end. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page here.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. On second down, just keeps firing. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UConn going back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
UConn quick to the line. He'll try to pop the draw. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. UConn will have to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again. And unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. New set of downs after that completion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Well, the defense came into this one to create takeaways, to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.